chill.
So let me ask you a question then. Say, for instance, how Harbor Freight has the Icon toolbox that's coming out. Now, just say they have a 50, what size is that, 56?
It is a 56.
Okay, say they have a 56-inch Icon box, no accessories, and we're gonna take out, you paid extra for the accessories and everything, we're just gonna say just straight box, no accessories, and they're offering that box with a lifetime warranty, and you can go to the store and get replacement parts. They'll come out and fix it. They'll bring it to your shop, set it up for you for $4,000. Would you consider doing the Icon for $4,000, or would you just say stick with the tool truck and say, I'm gonna just, you know, spend the extra money to go ahead and get the Snap-on? It's worth the extra $2,000 to $3,000.
I would say, and I mean, I'll go out and say it now, you know, when a guy in a shop has this, you know, big Snap-on toolbox, he feels good about it. You know, it's just like a guy going out and buying a brand new car. He likes his brand new car. Is a Prius and a Lamborghini in the same category? No, they're not. But let's just say that Prius performs exactly the same as that Lamborghini does. You know, would you buy that Prius, or would you buy that Lamborghini for $1 million instead of this Prius that's, we'll say, $20,000?
Right.
You know, myself personally, now when I was younger and I bought that toolbox, would I say that I would go out and buy this Icon box? No, because I got all these old,
peer
guys.
Pressure.
Yeah, you got all these old guys in the shop, and you're nobody until you have this big box.
Yeah, exactly.
Deal, you know,
and that's what I told when I talked to Harbor Freight. No, it's not. It's not at all. But you feel like that. And that's what I told the Harbor Freight guys when I talked to them. I said their hardest thing is going to be to get people off of that name, to make them not feel the pressure to think, oh, I have to have this Snap-on box, or I'm not going to be as good as these guys. These guys are going to give me, they're going to ridicule me. They're going to tell me I'm not a real mechanic because I don't own Snap-on tools or Snap-on toolboxes.
Right.
And that's going to be the hardest thing to get people off of.
It is, and that is the case, and it does happen. And I'm not going to say that I am, not a person of that matter. Like I haven't walked into a shop or, had a new guy start at the shop and he comes wheeling in this, U.S. General toolbox, and you look at him like, what the hell is this guy going to be?
Right.
A new loop tech or
right.
what?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, in today's, today I would, myself personally, and today, after I've done, I know what it's about in buying that expensive ass shit. If I can buy something that is the same quality and save myself a lot of money, I'm going to buy something that's the same quality and save myself money.
But when you're younger, it's a different story.
Younger and you're just starting out in that area, in that field. I mean. Now
there's a channel.
Wanting to do that.
There's actually a channel called Rustbelt Mechanic. I want you to see something. This guy's actually from up north of Dayton.
Oh, really?
But look at his toolbox. That's the 84-inch EPIQ with the two cabinets, the hutch going across. It's got the Bluetooth keys that open and close it. Now, when you see something like that, that makes you think like, this guy's serious. This guy's serious.
He knows what he's doing, and everything of that nature. And it may not be the case. It might just be a young guy with good credit and said, I'm going to buy this badass toolbox, and I'm going to buy this nice tool cart that matches it and everything else. And he might not know his ass from a hole in the ground.
But the thing is that you look at that, and then the Icon boxes, they do look good. You've seen it. They look good, and. But when you look at something like that, you can see a big difference. You can see a big difference in the colors. You can see a big difference in the hutch. It's got the Bluetooth locks. It's got the two side cabinets. I'm not even sure that Harbor Freight will allow you to put two side cabinets on there yet.
Well, they offer a side box. So
they offer an end locker, but then you'd have to have the word end locker. I mean, they would both open the same direction unless they offered a left and a right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, if that might not matter, but it would matter to me. I'd want them to both open up, in the
same direction.
Yeah, because like say for instance, if it opens up on the inside on this side, then you put it over here, it's going to open up on the outside. I don't want it to do that. I want it to open up from the inside on both sides.
Yeah.
Now, does that make a big difference? No, but it's just something. If I'm going to spend that much money, that's what I want. But I mean, you know, to me,
also, you know, these snap-on boxes and everything, they don't offer a lifetime warranty with them. They're not a lifetime warranty on their slides and everything. They're not.
Well, see, now guys will get down there and argue with me, and they'll say that they are lifetime warranty. But have you ever seen them lifetime warranty?
I know my Mac tool cart wasn't lifetime warranty on the slides. I said what had happened was I was letting the car down on a rack, didn't realize my top drawer was open, and the car or the rack caught the top drawer on my tool cart and flipped my tool cart over and broke the slides. So I mean, I had to buy new slides for it. They wasn't under warranty.
And also, I know that the warranty on those boxes don't transfer ownership as well. And according to Icon, the box itself is a lifetime warranty, all the way down to the power strip. So anything in that box that ever fails, they will replace, according to them. And if you buy a used Snap-on box, and that's what a lot of people say, that for the price of $4,000, and there is actually a KRL box available right now in this area that somebody's selling for $2,500.
Right.
So,
you know, and that box probably cost them $6,000-$7,000.
Right.
New.
And
resale value on a toolbox is garbage.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
But these guys will say that they'll keep their Snap-on because their resale value is better. But that's not the case, because the actual best resale value on a box that I've seen is a U.S. General box when you look at percentage-wise, because I could take the $650 56-inch box I bought and just say if I could sell that back for $400 or somebody, which I feel like I could probably get out of that, that's going to be a higher percentage than if I paid $7,000 for a Snap-on and can get $22,000 or $2,500 back out of it. So they say that their resale value is better, but
it's a bigger number.
It's a bigger number, but that's not.
You're losing more money.
You're losing, exactly. But because they think because they're getting more that it's better, and that's not always the case.
No.
Not at all.
No, definitely isn't. You know, and like I said, you know, I'm at this day and age, I'm looking to save money, and I'm looking for the best bang for your buck. I mean, I think that's about what everybody's doing.
And the warranty is important too. The ease of warranty, I think that's a big factor. So you're looking at money, you're looking at ease of warranty, and you're looking at the quality of the tool. So you want a good quality for a decent price with it easy to warranty.
Right.
And that's the.
You know, and I'm not opposed to paying good money for something as long as it is a good quality tool.
Exactly.
You know, I don't want to pay big money for a junk tool.
No, definitely not.
Does.
No.
You know, I don't care what name's on it, as long as it's a good quality tool and it does its job. I have some pullers that I have bought off the Mack truck, you know, just for instance, a pitman arm puller. I bought it off the Mack truck, and it's an OTC brand, you know.
Yeah,
and
it's a rebranded.
I even asked.
Remember, we seen the Mako jump box? I talked about that in my last video. We found that Mako jump box for $130 that I paid $299 for.
Same way with the Mack jump boxes. They're the same exact way.
Right there.
They're, I can't remember the brand of them, but you can buy them on Amazon for like $120. It doesn't say Mack on it, and they're mostly blue.
In a different color. It's the same brand that box was. Yeah, it's the same thing, because I've actually seen, you know, and they actually have that same box at Napa, because I just went to Napa and got that Toolbox flyer, and they actually have that same box, and it's only $199 at Napa. So I would have even saved $100 going to Napa versus
Napa
Mako.
actually sells some decent looking toolboxes.
Homac.
I don't know the quality of them.
Now, in the Tool Deal flyer, there's a 72-inch Homac box, just like my 72-inch Harbor Freight box, only that box is 24 inches deep, where my U.S. General box is 22 inches deep, and I paid $1,000 for that. Now you can get the Homac 72-inch, 24 inches deep, with a stainless top for $1,500. That seems like a pretty good price.
Yeah.
Now the Icon 72-inch box, 73-inch box, I just found the prices for $5,000. So that's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Pretty expensive.
That it definitely is. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a big toolbox.
I mean, I'd like to have it, you know, obviously.
Right, I mean, hell, I would take a cheap box, you know, being 72 inches and just not load it down as much.
That U.S. General box, I've had that thing loaded down pretty good for years now. Moved it, put it in storage, like it's held up pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with that.
Carried it on trailers with tools in it and everything else.
Yeah.
And
heck, that 56-inch box.
You know, I've never, anytime I've ever left a shop and went to a different shop, I didn't unload my tools out of my box and put it on a trailer. You know, I left the tools in it, locked the drawers, and strapped it down and went. You know, and we're carrying it on a trailer that's beating it down the road. And still to this day it works perfect. You know, my locks in it work perfect. Even the little drawer locks, the little plastic drawer locks still work good. And I will say I do know one thing about your U.S. General boxes. Those little plastic drawer locks have already broke in it.
Yeah, they have. Not on a 72-inch box, but I don't use that box every day.
Use it as much.
Yeah, that 56-inch box, yes, the slides have broken. Yeah, the actual plastic drawer locks have broke on 2 of them. But let's end this real quick. Tell us what you think about these tools. Like, do you think that they honestly have a chance to be able to maybe sway professionals to stick with Icon, or do you think this would be more of a like beginner set that then they could upgrade to their Snap-on, or do you think that Icon could ever be the upgrade as far as tools and box goes?
I don't think that you're ever really going to get the tool trucks out of the shop and you're going to be, you know, when you walk into a shop where you're going to see a bunch of Icon boxes and a bunch of Icon tools. I don't really think that'll ever be the case. Now, what I do think you will see, I think you'll see a lot of your younger guys coming in, you know. What I would really like to see them do is, if their tools are that good of quality, I would like to see them in schools.
They're actually putting them in schools for just the same thing Snap-on and them do, so they are doing that.
So when them younger generation comes out of school, you know, they're going to come into the shop with this tool, and, you know, hopefully it performs like, you know, a good name brand tool does. Like I said, every tool is going to break. I mean, that's just the case, because you use it more than what it's really, you know, made to do. I don't know how many times I've took a dagburn ratchet and, you know, beat on the head of it trying to beat something in there, you know, because,
yeah, like
I said, we're lazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
We're lazy, and we're going to grab what's in reach.
But overall, what do you?
But I mean, overall,
quality,
looking at it and you know, visually comparing it to, you know, a good quality tool that we know is a good quality tool, I think it probably stands a pretty good chance. They're looking at it wise. I would like to put it in use and see what it really is about, and go from there.
That's what. Yeah, well, that's the next step. That's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna try to use these and see how good they work. And when I do my review on the wrenches and everything, I want to put them actually to the test and see how good they do. And like you said, the main thing is being able to get on rusty bolts and not ground them fasteners off.
Right.
You know, that's the main big thing, because, you know, like you said, with the flex and the open ends of the cheaper ratchets, that's going to cause them to just round the bolts and nuts off.
And Snap-on did a very good job at, you know, I don't know how they heat treat their wrenches or anything like that, but they seem to be pretty hard and don't want to stretch that much, and they do a great job. If you open up a wrench drawer in any of my toolboxes, there's several different brands of wrenches in there. But I do think these are my
go-tos.
Anytime that I have a problem, I think this is my go-to wrench, you know, to get the job done.
And they'll probably always be your go-to wrench.
Probably so. Now, and that's because I've already purchased these. Now, before I had purchased these, if you'd have told me, hey, this Icon line's out, this Icon line is just as good of a wrench as this Snap-on wrench is, you know, I'm probably going to go purchase these Icon wrenches.
And it'd be at least a starter set. If they wasn't as good, you could upgrade later.
Upgrade to something different.
Yeah. I agree with you.
And I think that's where the Icon level is going to come in. You know, I think it'll be somebody fresh coming into the shop saying, hey, this Icon level is just as good as, you know, this Icon brand is just as good as your Snap-on or Mac or you know, Matco, any of these guys, this Icon stuff is just as good. You know, as a starter guy coming in, I'm probably going to check this out. As far as, you know, being a guy that's already been in the business for a while, that already has, you know, most of his basic hand tools, I'm not going to not use my snap-on wrench and go buy this Icon set of wrenches.
Would you consider, now this is, I've made a point on this, but I want to know what your thoughts are. Would you consider, just if you found out this Icon tool brand and Toolbox is just, everything was just a lot better, would you consider just packaging all your Snap-on Mac tools, Matco tools up, selling them, and just buying all Icon and getting some of your money back? Would you consider that?
No, I wouldn't.
No, me either.
Because of the fact of I'm not willing to lose that much money on something.
Exactly.
We both know, you know, you can get on your Facebook Marketplace, your Craigslist, your whatever, your eBay, and you can buy this stuff cheaper than what you can buy it off of a tool truck. And quite a bit cheaper. You know, I've already sank so much money into this stuff that I'm not willing to take that big of a loss on it. Now, like I said, if it was a tool that I didn't have, would I go check it out and purchase that tool to use it? Yes, I think I would. No, I would not sell what I have to go buy, you know, a different lineup. No.
I said that too, but that was one guy in particular that wanted to say, you know, that he thought people would, but he really doesn't know, you know, in my opinion, nothing about this.
I don't think anybody is really going to sell off the tools that they have to go buy a different brand.
No, even if you could, you know, and then that's just like with the toolboxes, you know, that's what I said in my first video. I said that, you know, nobody that's already invested in Snap-on Mac tools, Matco tools, whatever, they're not going to sell their tools and go buy Icon, or their toolboxes and go buy Icon. It's just not worth it. If I paid $10,000 for a toolbox and I can get $3,000 back out of it, and then I have to put $2,000 more with it to get an Icon box, it's stupid. I'm not going to do it.
Now, if I had a smaller Snap-on box or a smaller Mac box, you know, and I didn't have room for the tools that I had, would I try to sell that box? Now, we don't have the box to look at and compare it and, you know, check it out and see how well it's built and everything of that nature yet. But would I sell my smaller box? We'll just say that box is good. You know, would I sell my smaller box and try to go buy that bigger box? Yeah, I think I would do that. Instead of trying to trade my smaller box in and spend another $5,000 to $6,000 for a bigger Snap-on or Mac box, you know.
If you was looking to upgrade, then you may consider Icon.
If I was looking to upgrade my box size in general, yes, I think I would probably check their box out. Now, as far as, you know, selling my box and buying the same exact size in an Icon, no, I don't think I would do that.
No, I don't either. I don't think it would happen. Anyway, I appreciate you, Joe, and we're going to come back and we'll finish talking about this. So there we have it. I just wanted to give another point of view, and I'm kind of glad we did. You know, we got to talk, and that's how me and him normally talk anyway, so I got to kind of share that with you. And he also noticed a few things that I didn't notice about the Icon and Carlisle wrenches. And I think that's the advantage too, that maybe next time I won't try to observe everything through this tiny window, because it is kind of hard to look through this window. So he did notice a lot of things that I didn't notice, which is good, which may change my opinion about them being rebranded Carlisles. I don't think they probably are not rebranded Carlisles, but they might be made from the same factory, but they might be Harbor Freight's design, as you'll see in the video. But I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go down and subscribe below, because I'm going to be doing more videos like this, including projects, tips, tricks, tool reviews, and more. And I'm going to be doing the wrench review, which will be coming up here shortly. So, till next time, stay real.